Well, let's see what this one takes. Hello there. Welcome to the Slumber Valley and Pacific Railroad. Today we're going to do a little tour of our switch list that we use here at the Slumber Valley and Pacific. As you can see, here is a blank switch list. Up here in the corner we have the engine number. That's going to be the engine number that's going to be used for the local. That's going to do this run. First column is railroad that the cars are come from, represent. The number is the number on the car, the type, what type of car it is, the from location to location, and any notes that may apply to that car going or coming from that destination. Underneath that, we have the towns, BC, Barney's Crossing, AS, Alpine Station, etc., etc., interchange in and interchange out. A little bit about those. Okay, interchange in, these are the cars that will come in from Denver and Rio Grande. They're brought in during the night and dropped off on the interchange in track. These will be picked up by the local that's going to be doing the run for the next day and distributed around the Slumber Valley and Pacific. Interchange out, these are the cars that are picked up from the Slumber Valley and Pacific local the day before and are brought out to the interchange out track, which Denver and Rio Grande will pick up that night and take to the rest of the world where they're supposed to go. So the other columns, time out, from, to, time in. We used to use those for keeping track of the time and the distance and how long they're out on the road. We have a speedometer that's used that measures the speed of the train, and it's geared to our throttles. And by changing the CVs, I can run it to actually down to the speed that I want by the indication on the throttle. So we don't really use these anymore. So here we have a switch list that's already made up. And as you can see, the first two cars are hoppers. We have a flat car. We have a FF, which is finished flat car, that's lumber, box car, and tank car. Now, how did I get to these cars? Well, I have a container here that has cards in it. Each card represents one of the rolling stock on the layout. I reach in, pick out 6 cards, and put them in this column. Okay, next thing is the from. How did I do the from? Well, the from, I go around the layout and see where these cards are located. Now, I could use a card catalog type arrangements with the little cards at each one, but I'd still have to go and look. I can also, if I had a computer and a program, I could probably use that. JMRI has one, but I haven't really got involved in that yet. After going around the layout, I found out that there are 3 cars at interchange in. This one's at the Republic Foundry at Scoobyville. This one's at the freight dock at St. Elmo's. This one's at Farmers Grain and Seed at Jake's Corners. So now I know where they are. Now, how do I arrange at the two? Well, over here I have a set of drawers. Each drawer has a tag on it representing one type of rolling stock that I have on my layout. In that drawer are locations that would normally be serviced by that type of rolling stock. And so what I do is I just pull out the drawer, dump it, pick out a card, and say, oh, okay. For instance, now the hoppers, I know go to a line of mine. During the winter time, I'll, instead of going interchange out and back and forth between interchange out and land of mine, I'll maybe come from a lane of mine and go to one of the industries that's serviced by the railroad in the Slumber Valley Pacific. Okay. Most cars that are located on the railroad will go to interchange out. There are a few exceptions. One of them is here at the freight dock. This car here will go to Winter Sawmill at JC because it is dedicated for a finished lumber type of load. Again, if I had, like I said, hoppers coming from a line of mine and using the cards in two locations, the hopper car may come out and go to Republic Foundry because they would use the coal to make their forms, etc., and coke and all this other stuff that they do at the foundry. When it's time to rotate that car, it would go back to a lane of mine to be refilled. So that's the way we use those. Now below the from and to locations, we have numbers and dashes. If there's a car either coming from or going to Barney's Crossing, there would be a number there. Being that we have no cars going to or from Barney's Crossing, there are dashes. In Jake's Corners, we have a 1 in the from and a 1 in the to. Okay, where are they going? Well, Jake's from, we have the flat car from Farmers Grain and Seed at Jake's Crossing, Jake's Corners. So there's a 1 there. We have the other flat car coming from St. Elmo, and that's going back to Winter Sawmill, which is also in Jake's Corners. So there's a 1 in the to column. So we know we have to pick one up and drop one off. Northeast Extension, North Extension rather. We have nothing to pick up from there, but we do have the 2 hoppers going to a lane of mine. The interchange, we have 3 that came in. Actually, there's 4 because they're going to be picking up 1 from St. Elmo's and tagging it on with the other 3. Interchange out, we have 2 going back to Denver and Rio Grande and the rest of the world. One's going to be the flat car that the tractors were on, and the other one is a box car coming from the Republic Foundry up in Scoobyville. Now, let's go back to this interchange in. Yeah, there are 4 cars, but 3 of them came in from Denver and Rio Grande. The 4th one is coming from St. Elmo, which will be tagged on at the interchange in track. So he'll be really picking up 4 cars for this trip. So that's how we use the switch list. And as we make our pickups and drop-offs in each city, we cross it off, and that way we know we've got everything we've had. If you add them up, it's 6 cars. If you add them up, 6 cars. So that's our switch list that is used on this Slimmer Valley Pacific Railroad. I'm having problems with the comments on YouTube. For some reason, my dumb little head cannot figure out how to make them, to bring the comments available. And so probably tonight I'll be, after I get this tape, video downloaded or uploaded, I'll see what I can do about getting comments activated. And then you can viewers could go ahead and leave me a yay or nay on my videos. I know I'm going to get a lot of nays for, well, it shakes a lot. Yeah, I got a little camera, and I've tried different ways of viewing other than caboose and cab videos. They work good, but they don't show what's really going on. And I've tried a couple of handheld helicopter type views, and that don't work very well either, because I'm constantly trying to work the throttle and switches, and this hand doesn't know what the other hand's doing, so as a result I get a shaky picture. So I'm going to have to see what I can rig up for that. So, but outside of that, I'm still working, and I hope you all come back again. Have a good day.